everyone, this is Big Al Hoppin' Vlogs. You're going to want to subscribe after you find out what I have to say. Hello everyone, and welcome to vlog number 105. Today is going to be part one of a series of videos that have to do with Casey Neistat's interview with Robert Kyncl. If you haven't already, go check out Casey Neistat's channel that has the interview with Robert Kyncl on it. He's a business manager from YouTube. Robert Kyncl's job title is a Chief Business Officer for YouTube, and he is responsible for the creators. Now, if this was only for the creators, I would not be making a series of videos. Basically, what I have here is a summary of the questions and answers, main points of the questions that Casey Neistat asked Robert Kyncl on his last video here. Basically, I'm going to be reading off my notes, and I'm going to be giving my opinion on each question in this issue. I think it pertains to not only creators, but also viewers on YouTube itself. So I think we're going to get right into it here. And by the way, Casey, if you happen to watch this, not saying he's going to, but if he happens to watch this, I'm sorry for the comment I gave on the video that you had from Minnesota on Super Bowl Sunday. If you want to see what that was, go ahead and check out his video of Super Bowl Sunday, and you can find my comment down there somewhere. It's there's a lot of comments, so you probably have to search for a while to find it, but it's there. I'm going to be making a video every day this week, Monday through Friday, addressing these questions. I'm going to be doing a 10-minute, no-cut videos every day, and wherever I end up at 10 minutes is where I start off the next day. Now, I want everybody to leave a comment in the comment section below with any questions, any of your concerns. I plan on addressing comments in the next video. Tomorrow I'll be making another video. I'm planning on filming and uploading the same day. So any questions or any comments, I will, unless there's a lot of them, I'm going to be addressing them in the next video, and that goes for the whole week. Just to let you know, these are my opinions, and I don't expect everybody to have the same opinion as I do, but I really want to get my opinion out there because this directly affects me as a creator, and I also feel that it affects you as a viewer. Thank you for everybody who recently subscribed to my channel. I've been having a big jump in subscribers. I've had like 12 or 13 this week. It's not really about the money for me, but I do want as many people as possible to see my content and see what I have to offer. Anyway, let's set the timer for 10 minutes, and we're going to count up to 10 minutes when I start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Now, with Casey's interview with Robert Kyncl, the first section of this, which is today's video, is pretty much about Logan Paul and his controversy, and also controversies in the past. So the first question in summary was, what's it like for YouTube during these controversies? And his answer was, there's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes. So basically, there's not going to be much of an opinion for me on this one. Basically, that he was just kind of dodging a bullet, as far as I'm concerned. Instead of explaining it, he decided to pull the card of YouTube, trying to figure it out. So now, question 2 was, how did Logan's video land on the home page? And it also was number 10 on trending, not to mention getting a lot of views. All right, so his answer to that, Robert Kyncel's answer to that was there's no simple answer. There's a lot of people searching for it all over the world. Okay, so the thing is he's kind of as far as I'm concerned, Robert Kyncl is talking about caring for the bigger creators, but if I put something out like that, they'd probably drop my channel. But since he's a big creator and he's making YouTube a lot of money, they're gonna try not to do anything about it. And that's the problem. That's the problem with the whole thing, as far as I'm concerned. And it does affect viewers as well, because of this problem, the larger YouTubers are putting out questionable content, and YouTube is trying every which way in their guidelines to let it pass. And only after does it not pass their guidelines in any which way, shape, or form, they're going to let it stay on there, because it's making YouTube a lot of money. All right, so question number 3 was, it took 9 days between when it happened and YouTube doing something about it, referring to Logan Paul's suicide video. All right, so Robert Kyncl's thing was, Robert Kyncl's answer was, they noticed it, and we're starting to think about it less than 24 hours from the incident. And he also stated, with Logan Paul, there are hundreds of people that are involved with his production and projects. Don't you think that Logan Paul and all of his maybe hundreds of people that are involved in his projects, don't you think one of them people would have thought there's something wrong with this? Okay, so and the other answer to, and the I didn't write it down on here, but the other thing he said, that he didn't want to affect all those people's paychecks, or YouTube did not want to, is what he said, not himself. That was the other thing. I forgot to write that down on here, but YouTube didn't want to affect all their paychecks. They didn't want to make any rash decisions. If you got that many people working on a production, I don't care if it goes out the next day, there should be somebody at the head of production that's going to say, this is not going to fly. Okay? So this is my problem with this is my biggest issue right now, and I'm really steamed about it, because of this, they're changing everything for the smaller YouTubers so that they can have more space to deal with the larger ones. So anybody that's got below 1,000 subscribers, actually we'll get into that later. That's going to be probably in probably tomorrow's video, or maybe the next day, but that'll be later on, because that was one of his questions later on in the video. All right, and so we got question number 4. Question is how we'll, whoa, I wrote this all wrong. How we'll more to share on the steps we're taking to ensure, how we will, oh, man. Anyways, basically talking about how are they going to take steps to ensure that this doesn't happen again. And how are we going to take, how we'll know that and ensure that the video like this never circulates again. And basically, what does that mean? And his answer was making sure users and creators feel safe. They are working to make guidelines better, and that they are working to make guidelines better for these things. Okay, well, this is going to be a big one for me, because this is what's wrong with YouTube's guidelines. If they're putting stuff out with cuss words in it, and they're putting stuff out that is questionable just because they're a larger creator and YouTube is making money off of this, that does not fly with me whatsoever at all. I mean, if I put something up that was questionable, they would remove my video instantly. I know they would. And all these cuss words that go into it, we got kids that are 5 years old watching YouTube. You know, I mean, as soon as they can grab a phone, they're watching YouTube. And these creators have the responsibility to do the right thing. Okay, but they're choosing not to so that they can get more views. And that is the problem that I have with YouTube and supporting larger creators, just because they're getting views. I don't care what YouTube has to say. I think you can take Robert Kyncl's answers with a grain of salt. It's just one of them issues that I don't agree with. Saying that, oh, we're just going to make sure that everybody, well, if you're going to make sure that everybody's going to feel safe on the platform, then you need to be a little more strict and have a line that nobody can cross, especially with cuss words and stuff like that. These kids are learning how to do that, and then they also, with some of these creators out there, they're teaching kids how to manipulate their parents. And YouTube in no way, shape, or form should let this happen. Okay, that is my opinion on that issue. There's no way, shape, or form. I mean, there should absolutely be clean content. YouTube has a responsibility of that to protect the young kids. And I know everybody. I know it's human nature to like drama and negativity, but that kind of goes along with peer pressure in school. Okay, so you gotta go and think about that. And I know when I was a kid, you always look for the drama and everything like that, and it's the creator's responsibility not to create that drama for the kids to take in. And I think YouTube is scared, if they don't have any drama in their platform, that their platform is going to go down under. That's my opinion. That's what I think about that whole thing. YouTube's just protecting themselves is what they're doing here, and I'm not very happy with what they're going with how they're going about it here. They got so many people working there. I mean, there is lots of creators out there, and I do agree with the new subscriber thing, because it does weed out a lot of the small YouTubers that are not putting good content out there. They're scammers and everything like that, and it's just one of them things that I don't like to deal with. We'll get into that later on in the week here, but that's about it for this episode. I think make sure you share it, no matter what anyone else thinks. That's what makes you you. That's what makes you unique. That's what makes you stand out. That's what makes you awesome. So don't be afraid to sign it. Say it with me: passion.